discussing how to find angles, you do need to make sure that you know the difference between radian mode and degree mode. There is a mode button on your calculator that you should become familiar with. It is right next to the blue second button, or some calculators it's a yellow second button. And that mode button, when you press it, gives you, if you press the mode key, it gives you some options, and it's, I think, the fourth down on the list here is you need to select either radian mode or degree mode, so that if you actually want to find angles, it will automatically produce your angles in radian mode or in degree, depending on what's selected. As a warning, if you turn off your calculator and back on, it will remember whatever mode you had last. So this is a good thing to make sure that you're constantly checking, and if you switch types of problems, that you're also switching the mode on your calculator. This can make a big difference. It will definitely change your answers. In this first problem, what we'd like to do is use our calculator to kind of answer some problems. This first one, they're asking us to find the sine value, the value of sine of 0.8203. Notice that there's no degree symbol, and we're always plugging in angles to our sine, cosine, tangent, all of our trig functions. So what that means is that this angle, because there are no units, are understood to be in radians. So when you were to do this problem using your calculator, you need to make sure that you're in radian mode first. So go to your calculator, make sure you're in radian mode, then you can just press the regular sine key and type in 0.8203, and it's going to assume that that angle you're giving it is already in radians. Let's see what happens. Again, making sure that we're in radian mode, we get the following. We get this decimal here, you can see below, and we'll get 0.7314 if you round to 4 decimal places, because the 5 after the 3 will mean that we're going to round up. And that's it. Again, the key is just making sure that you are in radian mode. The next one, cosecant. On the next one, we have cosecant of 1.3875. As a reminder, there is no cosecant button on our calculator, so we have to use its reciprocal, which is 1 over. So cosecant is the same as 1 over what? Well, cosecant is the reciprocal of sine, so it'll be 1 over sine of whatever value it is, which is 1.3875, which, if we use our calculator again, making sure you're in radian mode, because again, if they don't tell you, we have to assume it's in radian mode. We will get the following. We plugged it in, 1 divided by sine of 1.3875, and we get, rounding out to 4 decimal places, we get 1.0170. And again, because the 3 is 4 or less, we are going to actually round where we stay the same. We actually don't round up this time, and that will be our final answer. So what are they also expecting you to remember is, if you have one of the non-3 main trig functions, meaning something that's not sine, cosine, or tangent, if you've got cosecant, secant, or cotangent, you'll also have to remember which one it is the reciprocal of before you can even use your calculator. Last one we're going to do is cosine of negative 5.2825 using our calculator. Be careful, this is really important. There is a negative sign button on your calculator and a minus sign symbol on your calculator. We have a negative number, so we want to use the negative sign, not the minus symbol. The negative sign is going to be right next to the enter key. So that's what we use to put the negative on the inside of the cosine. Be careful. Do not use the minus symbol, which is over here with the rest of the symbols like plus and times and division. We want to use the negative symbol, not the minus symbol. So we use the negative. And I know it's confusing if you're not used to these kind of calculators, but that's what you have to do. And then you can just type it in normally, and let's see what the calculator gives us out. The calculator gives us out a value of, rounding to 4 decimal places, 0.5397. And that's it. Again, you still had to make sure that you're in radian mode because you don't see any units on your angle that you're plugging in, so it's automatically assumed to be radians. In this next problem, we're going to